Factory car speakers have this lovely habit of sounding like music played through an empty tin can, especially the moment you try to turn the volume up past a polite whisper. Upgrading them usually feels like opening a tiny window in a stuffy room, and that is precisely where these 6-inch units from NVX come into play. Out of the box, holding one of these things gives you a reassuring sense of weight. They do not feel like flimsy plastic toys. There is a sturdy feel to the frame, and the materials genuinely look built to take a beating from bumpy roads and door slams. Getting them into a vehicle is reasonably straightforward too. With a top mount depth sitting right around 2.5 inches and standard cutout dimensions, slipping them into most factory door panels or truck mounts requires very little modification gymnastics, which saves a ton of installation headache. Now, when looking at the numbers on paper, this setup can push up to 600 watts max per pair, with a steady 200 watts RMS. And honestly, that is plenty of headroom for most aftermarket head units or a modest external amplifier. But specs are just specs until the music actually starts playing. What really stands out during a listening session is how the highs are handled. Thanks to those 1-inch silk dome tweeters paired with built-in crossovers, vocals and cymbals come through with a distinct smoothness that completely avoids that piercing, harsh brightness you usually get from cheap factory drivers. Guitars and synth lines sound crisp, and the mid-range manages to stay surprisingly coherent even on crowded tracks. Of course, no gear is entirely without a minor catch. While the polypropylene cones and durable NBR surrounds do a fantastic job keeping the sound tight and handling the physical demands of daily driving, anyone expecting deep, chest-rattling sub-bass purely from a pair of door speakers will likely need to pair these with a dedicated subwoofer. They hit punchy and clean, but physics still applies down in the lowest frequencies. Still, covering a frequency response from 68 Hz all the way up to 20 kHz at 4 ohms means they sync up nicely with a massive variety of existing car audio setups. At the end of the day, if tired, muddy factory sound has been wearing down your daily commute, swapping in a pair of these brings back that detail and clarity that makes long drives actually enjoyable again, without requiring a complete overhaul of your entire electrical system.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.